afternoon. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday and getting ready to prep for the week ahead. Sunday's a great day because it's when most people set their goals for the following week. And as you know, kind of goal achievement's been a big thing for me recently. I've been talking about it quite a lot, and people have been asking lots of questions about it. And one of the things that people ask about is two things. One is the time frame. How do you know whether or not the time you've set yourself to achieve the goal is the right time, the right length of time? And the other question is, how do I know if I'm on my way to it? How do I know if I'm getting closer to it? Particularly if I've set a long-term goal, how do I actually know if I'm going in the right direction? So I wanted to shoot a couple of those key points really in this short video. So the first one, if we just look at how will I know? If you look at goal achievement, many people don't realise that goal achievement, it has three key levels, three key stages, and they're very, very clearly defined. So when you set a goal, you've had the idea of whatever that goal might be, and you've consciously made that decision that that's the goal you want. You then either write it down or you make some notes around it. So you've set that goal specifically. Then you've already achieved that goal on level one. Level one is what we call the intellectual level. So consciously, you've already achieved that goal you set yourself on that level. Okay, so goal achievement is a series of steps. It's not about when the ultimate physical level is achieved. It's a series of steps. So that as soon as you set the goal, you've achieved it on that first level. Conscious awareness of the goal that you've set yourself. Okay, so on the intellectual level, you've already achieved it. What then happens is you move towards level 2. And level 2 is the emotional level. So that's when you become emotionally connected to the goal. So you've consciously become connected, you've achieved it consciously at an intellectual. Sorry about that, guys, we've got a call coming in there and kind of interrupted us. So you've already consciously achieved it, you've already achieved it on the intellectual level. Now you're looking to achieve it on the emotional level. So by passing that goal, setting that goal, and then passing it to your subconscious mind, allowing that conscious thought to pass to your subconscious mind, that's where your subconscious mind, as we know, is also called the emotional mind, the feeling mind. So that means you can achieve that on level 2. So you can achieve your goal on level 2. Level 1, conscious awareness, intellectually achieved. Level 2, emotional level. So you achieved it now on 2 levels. The third and final level is actually the physical level, and obviously that level that can't be achieved, that physical level, until the goal is completed. It's manifested itself. But I think that people miss out those first 2 steps. They think that because it's not physically there, that it's not achieved. You're not getting anywhere. When in fact you've actually already achieved it, either on a conscious level and then on an emotional level. It's just then a period of time it takes in order to become achieved on the physical level, on the physical plane. So goal achievement is 3 stages. Okay, conscious awareness achieved in the intellectual level. That happens the second you set the goal. The second you set it and write it down, you achieve it on level 1. Achievement of the goal on level 2, emotional achievement, is when you are connected to that goal emotionally. So you've already achieved it on those first 2 levels. When you get to that stage, it's then only a matter of time. By law, it has to happen, and it will happen when it transfers itself into the level 3, which is physical achievement, when it transforms into its physical manifestation. So you can achieve those goals on 3 levels. Now, hopefully that's given you an insight into this idea that how do I know if I'm on the right track? Because as you've progressed through those three levels, those are the three levels of achievement. You have to, by law, have to achieve the goal on that basis. The second part of what we wanted to talk about was around this idea that how long will it take? How long should I give myself to set the goal? Now, nobody can tell you, and I can't tell you, if the time frame you select is the right time frame. Okay? At best, it's your best guess as to how long that will take. Now, there are some laws that fit around that, because if you think about, let's say, a farmer, if you went to a farmer who regularly plants corn, for example, he could probably tell you how long, what the gestation or incubation period would be from planting that seed of corn until he physically had a crop of corn. He could tell you that time frame. Now, there isn't anybody out there yet who can tell you the manifestation or the incubation period from the seed of an idea to its completion, to its manifestation in its physical form from that idea. Nobody can tell you that. I believe sometime in the future that we'll be able to do that, but at the minute we can't. So you've got to have a best guess, and you then never ever change the goal. You may change the time frame, but you never ever change the goal. And that's a law, a physical law. It's called the law of gender. Every seed has a period of incubation before you can start to see something and before it manifests itself in some physical form. The problem is that because we don't know what that is, most people give up before they've got through that incubation period. So when people say to me, well, I've set the goal, but I didn't achieve it in the time frame I'd set myself, okay, that's fine. That just means that the law of gender, your best guess, the time frame wasn't right. It doesn't mean to say that you change the goal. It just means you change the time frame. So, understanding those two elements, first of all, the three levels of creation in terms of goal achievement, the three levels of achievement. So, just reminding you again, level one's consciously achieved. You do that the second you set the goal, you consciously achieve it. And then you're looking for the emotional level, subconsciously achieving it. You can only do that when you become emotionally attached to the goal, so that you've achieved it on two levels. The third level is the physical level, and that's just the final manifestation of the goal, the achievement of the goal. And because it's a process, as soon as you start the process, provided you follow it right through, you can't fail to get to level 3. So goal achievement is a formality if you follow that process. And the second and final part of that, obviously, is around this time frame. This idea that the law of gender will define how long it takes. Nobody knows what that is, so you've got to stick with it long enough for that seed of an idea to become manifest in its physical form, so you can achieve the goal.